In the serene embrace of a quiet suburban neighborhood, Alex Brickman led a seemingly idyllic life. They had always been close to their younger sister, Christine Miller, sharing secrets, laughter, and an unbreakable bond. However, on a fateful morning, their peaceful existence took an unforeseen turn. Christine arrived unannounced at Alex's doorstep, wearing a smile that concealed a hidden agenda. With an air of urgency, she revealed her plans to embark on a secret trip to Hawaii, leaving her young son in Alex's care. Although taken aback by the suddenness of it all, Alex readily agreed to look after their nephew, never suspecting the depths of deception that lay ahead. Days turned into nights, and as time passed, subtle hints of suspicion began to gnaw at Alex's subconscious. Christine's behavior grew increasingly evasive, and Justin Dickinson, Alex's husband, seemed preoccupied and distant. The once harmonious atmosphere in their home began to crack, replaced by an unsettling tension that hung in the air. Unable to ignore the disquietude that plagued their mind, Alex's intuition guided them toward uncovering the truth. Late one night while the world slept, they mustered the courage to delve into Justin's belongings, determined to find answers to the growing unease that enveloped them. Their trembling hands stumbled upon an innocuous-looking envelope hidden amidst a stack of papers. Inside lay a plane ticket to Hawaii, bearing Christine's name alongside Justin's. A jolt of disbelief coursed through Alex's veins, rendering them momentarily speechless. The pieces of the puzzle began to align, revealing a portrait of betrayal they had never imagined. A torrent of emotions overwhelmed Alex, a mix of anger, disbelief, and profound hurt. Tears welled up in their eyes, cascading down their cheeks as the full weight of their sister's and husband's deceit crashed upon them. The trust they had placed in their loved ones had been callously shattered, leaving behind a void of desolation. As the truth unraveled before their eyes, Alex found themselves ensnared in a web of shadows and deception. The once clear boundaries between love and loyalty blurred, giving way to doubt and uncertainty. Each passing day deepened the ache in their heart, as they struggled to come to terms with the harsh reality of their sister's betrayal and their husband's infidelity. The walls of their home seemed to close in, the familiar surroundings now tinged with a veil of betrayal. Every room whispered secrets and carried memories tainted by the echoes of hidden conversations. Alex's sleep became restless, haunted by dreams of whispered confessions and stolen glances. In their solitude, Alex sought solace in the comforting presence of their dear friend, Sandra Brown. Over countless cups of steaming coffee, they poured out their heart, recounting the shattered trust and the searing pain inflicted by Christine and Justin. Sandra listened with unwavering empathy, offering a sympathetic ear and a steady shoulder to lean on. Together, they navigated the labyrinth of emotions that engulfed Alex's soul. Sandra's reassuring words served as a balm for their wounded spirit, reminding them of their inherent worth and the strength that resided within. In the warmth of their friendship, Alex found solace, drawing strength from Sandra's unwavering support. As the days turned into weeks, Alex and Sandra hatched a plan, a strategy to shield their young nephew from the harsh reality of his mother's actions, while also preparing themselves for the inevitable confrontation that awaited Christine and Justin upon their return. Armed with their newfound resolve, Alex vowed to protect their nephew's innocence. As days turned into weeks, Alex shouldered the weight of responsibility for their nephew's well-being. They became a pillar of strength for the young child, shielding him from the tumultuous storm that had engulfed their lives. With a tender heart and unwavering determination, Alex poured their love and care into providing a sense of stability amidst the chaos. They created a routine filled with laughter, play, and affection, ensuring that the innocent soul in their care felt safe and loved. Every bedtime story was read with extra tenderness, every scraped knee was kissed with a gentle touch, and every tear was wiped away with compassion. In the embrace of their protective love, the young child found solace, unaware of the tangled web of deceit that surrounded him. But the burden of carrying this responsibility took its toll on Alex. Sleepless nights were spent worrying about the long-term effects of the upheaval on their nephew's innocent heart. They grappled with the weight of their sister's actions, questioning how someone they had trusted so deeply could inflict such pain on their own flesh and blood. Amidst the turmoil, a single question haunted Alex's mind. How would they ever find the strength to confront Christine and Justin when they returned from their illicit trip? The mere thought of facing the two people who had shattered their trust filled Alex with a mixture of anger, hurt, and a deep longing for closure. Days turned into weeks, and Alex's emotions swung like a pendulum between anger and grief, caught in the clutches of a love betrayed. But as time passed, a flicker of determination ignited within them. They realized that they could no longer remain in the shadows of their sister's betrayal. It was time to face the truth, confront the pain, and seek a path towards healing and resolution, summoning the strength that had lain dormant within them. Alex made a vow to protect their nephew, while also reclaiming their own sense of self-worth. They knew that the road ahead would be arduous, but they were resolved to find closure and rebuild their shattered world. With the weight of responsibility firmly on their shoulders, Alex embarked on a journey of self-discovery, resilience, and unwavering love for the young life entrusted to their care. Little did they know that their confrontation with Christine and Justin would unearth further secrets, challenging them to their core and forever altering the course of their lives. Across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, Christine and Justin reveled in the intoxicating embrace of their forbidden adventure. Hawaii's golden beaches became their sanctuary, a backdrop to their stolen moments of passion and indulgence. They danced with reckless abandon, oblivious to the cracks forming in the foundation of their illicit affair. Underneath the swaying palm trees and the warmth of the Hawaiian sun, Christine and Justin found temporary solace from the guilt that lingered in their hearts. The allure of the forbidden had enticed them into a world where consequences seemed distant, and the thrill of the moment eclipsed all rationality. Days turned into nights as they surrendered themselves to the allure of their secret rendezvous. They frolicked in the turquoise waters, their laughter mingling with the gentle waves. Sunset kisses painted the sky with hues of orange and pink, mirroring the fire that burned within their souls. But paradise, no matter how enchanting, could not shield them from the inevitable collision course their choices had set in motion. As they soaked in the bliss of their illicit trip, unseen forces were at work, weaving a tangled web that would ultimately unravel their deceitful sanctuary. Back home, Alex's heart weighed heavy with the burden of their sister's betrayal. The days had turned into a seemingly endless cycle of grief and confusion. Their love for Christine warred with the pain she had inflicted upon them, creating a maelstrom of emotions that threatened to consume them. Sandra stood steadfast by Alex's side, providing a shoulder to lean on and a voice of reason in the midst of the storm. Together, they grappled with the reality of their shattered trust, finding solace in their shared strength and unwavering friendship. As the sun set on their illicit trip, Christine and Justin boarded the plane back home, their hearts heavy with the weight of the secrets they carried. The tropical paradise they had indulged in began to fade into memory, replaced by the impending reckoning that awaited them. Unbeknownst to Christine, a storm of emotions had brewed in her absence. The truth, like a smoldering fire, threatened to engulf her world, exposing the depths of her deception. And as the plane touched down on familiar soil, she could feel a heaviness in the air, a foreboding silence that whispered of the impending consequences of her actions. In the depths of their guilt, Christine and Justin stepped off the plane, their hearts heavy with remorse and apprehension. The time for secrets was coming to an end, and the shattered fragments of their relationships awaited their return. It was a homecoming that would forever alter the course of their lives, leaving them to face the consequences of their illicit trip and the irreversible damage inflicted upon their loved ones. As Christine and Justin stepped foot back into their home, an eerie stillness hung in the air. The weight of their actions pressed upon them, seeping into every corner of the house they once called home. The time for reckoning had arrived, and the shadows of their betrayal loomed ominously, waiting to be confronted. With a mixture of apprehension and guilt, Christine mustered the courage to face Alex, her sister. She knew that their bond had been shattered by her actions, and the road to forgiveness would be long and arduous. As she approached Alex, she could see the pain etched upon their face, a reflection of the deep wounds inflicted by her betrayal. Tears welled up in Christine's eyes as she tried to form words to express the remorse that weighed heavily upon her heart. But how could mere words heal the gaping chasm she had created? How could she explain the inexplicable, the choices that had led her astray and caused irreparable damage to their relationship? Alex's gaze remained fixed upon Christine, a mix of hurt and anger burning in their eyes. The silence between them was deafening, pregnant with unspoken questions and unshed tears. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Alex found their voice, their words laced with a raw vulnerability that could no longer be contained. "You left your son with me." Alex's voice quivered, a potent mix of accusation and pain. "You went on this illicit trip, abandoning your responsibilities and never once thinking about the consequences. How could you do this to us, to your own child?" Christine's voice trembled as she tried to form an answer, grappling with the magnitude of her betrayal. "I was lost, Alex. I made a terrible mistake, and I don't expect you to forgive me easily. But I am here now, ready to face the consequences of my actions, ready to rebuild what I have destroyed." The words hung in the air, heavy with the weight of the past. Both sisters stood on the precipice of a new chapter, unsure of where it would lead them. The road to forgiveness was a treacherous one, filled with doubt, pain, and the daunting task of rebuilding trust. But amidst the darkness, a flicker of hope emerged, a glimmer of the love that had once bound them together. Meanwhile, Justin stood at a distance, witnessing the painful confrontation unfold. The realization of his own betrayal weighed heavily upon him, the consequences of his actions becoming more tangible with each passing moment. He knew that facing the consequences of his infidelity would be equally challenging, but he was determined to confront the shadows he had cast upon their marriage. With a heavy heart, Justin approached Alex, the person he had betrayed the most. His voice was filled with remorse as he attempted to articulate the depths of his regret. "I cannot undo the pain I have caused, but I am willing to do whatever it takes to make amends, to prove that I can be worthy of your trust again." Alex's eyes met Justin's, their gaze a mixture of hurt and skepticism. The road to rebuilding their shattered marriage seemed like an insurmountable challenge, a journey fraught with uncertainty. Yet within their wounded heart, a glimmer of love remained, yearning for the possibility of healing and redemption. As the room brimmed with emotions, the characters stood at the crossroads of their shattered lives. The path forward was uncertain, filled with pitfalls and obstacles. But in the depths of their pain and remorse, they knew that if they were willing to confront the shadows and face the consequences head-on, there was a chance, however slim, for redemption and the possibility. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the characters found themselves at a delicate crossroad, where the road to redemption stretched out before them, fraught with uncertainty and the remnants of shattered trust. It was a path they would need to navigate with utmost care, for healing and forgiveness were not easily earned. Christine, burdened by the weight of her actions, embarked on a journey of self-reflection and transformation. Determined to make amends, she sought therapy to delve into the root causes of her choices, to confront the demons that had led her astray. It was a grueling process that required her to confront the shadows within herself, to peel back the layers of her own vulnerabilities and insecurities. With each therapy session, Christine gained a deeper understanding of the emotional wounds she carried, wounds that had influenced her decisions and tainted her relationships. It was a painful process of unraveling, but within the depths of her self-discovery, she found fragments of strength and resilience she never knew existed. Meanwhile, Alex grappled with the conflicting emotions of love and betrayal. The wounds were deep, and forgiveness seemed like an elusive specter in the face of their sister's actions. Yet, within their heart, a glimmer of compassion remained, a tiny flame of hope that whispered of the possibility of healing. As the days turned into weeks, Christine and Alex engaged in painful and honest conversations. They shared their vulnerabilities, their fears, and their hopes for a future where trust could be rebuilt. It was an arduous journey, filled with tears and moments of doubt, but the bond between the sisters proved resilient. In the parallel narrative, Justin embarked on his own path of redemption. He sought counseling to address the underlying issues that had driven him into the arms of another. The therapist helped him unravel the complexities of his emotions, uncovering the void within himself that had led to his betrayal. Justin's journey was marked by introspection and a willingness to change. He dedicated himself to rebuilding the trust he had shattered, taking concrete steps to make amends. His actions spoke louder than words as he consistently showed up, proving his commitment to growth and transformation. Together, Christine and Justin underwent couples therapy, where they confronted the wreckage of their marriage. They worked through the layers of pain and resentment, fostering open communication and vulnerability. It was a slow and fragile process, but within the cracks of their broken relationship, seeds of forgiveness and renewal were planted. As the weeks turned into months, the characters began to witness the fruits of their efforts. The wounds, though still tender, started to heal, and the foundation of trust slowly took root once again. It was a testament to their resilience and unwavering commitment to rebuild what they had lost. While the journey to redemption was far from complete, the characters discovered that forgiveness was not a destination, but a continuous process. They learned that love, when nurtured with empathy and understanding, could weather even the most devastating storms. As they stood on the precipice of a new beginning, Christine, Alex, and Justin knew that the road ahead would be marked by scars, reminders of their painful past. But within those scars, they found strength and a newfound appreciation for the resilience of the human spirit. As the characters continued on their journey of redemption, a fragile sense of hope began to blossom amidst the ruins of their past. The road to healing was a tumultuous one, marked by setbacks and moments of doubt, but they remained steadfast in their commitment to rebuild what they had lost. Christine, Alex, and Justin found solace in their individual pursuits of self-improvement. Christine delved deeper into her therapy, unearthing buried emotions and working through the scars of her past. She learned to cultivate self-love and forgiveness, understanding that healing herself was a necessary step in rebuilding her relationships. Alex, too, embarked on a personal journey of growth. They explored avenues of self-discovery, seeking ways to heal the wounds inflicted by Christine's betrayal. Through introspection and self-reflection, they discovered inner strength and resilience, learning to navigate the complexities of forgiveness while also setting boundaries to protect their own well-being. Justin, in his quest for redemption, made a conscious effort to prioritize his marriage and family. He consistently showed up for his therapy sessions and actively engaged in rebuilding trust with Christine. His actions spoke volumes as he demonstrated his commitment to change, going above and beyond to prove that he was a changed person deserving of a second chance. In their collective pursuit of reconciliation, the characters began to rebuild the fractured pieces of their relationships. They engaged in open and honest conversations, sharing their fears, doubts, and hopes for the future. Through heartfelt dialogue, they started to bridge the gaps that had separated them, fostering an environment of empathy and understanding. It was within the small, everyday moments that the flicker of love rekindled. Simple gestures of kindness and support became the building blocks of a new foundation, one built upon honesty, vulnerability, and mutual respect. The characters learned to cherish the present, embracing the opportunity to create something stronger and more resilient from the ashes of their past. As time passed, the wounds of betrayal began to fade, replaced by the gentle embrace of forgiveness. Christine, Alex, and Justin discovered that forgiveness was not an act of erasing the past, but rather a choice to release the burden of resentment, allowing themselves to move forward with renewed hope. With each passing day, the characters rebuilt the trust that had been shattered, piece by delicate piece. They acknowledged that the scars of their past would forever be a part of their story, serving as reminders of the strength it took to rebuild what was lost. And in that shared journey of healing, they found a deeper appreciation for the love that had weathered the storm. The journey was far from over, for redemption is a lifelong endeavor, but the characters had come to realize that it was within the process of rebuilding that they discovered their own resilience and the transformative power of love. Together, they faced the challenges that lay ahead, knowing that as long as they remained committed to growth and understanding, their relationships had the potential to emerge stronger than ever before. After months of soul-searching, introspection, and rebuilding, the characters stood at the threshold of a new chapter in their lives. The scars of their past remained, but they no longer defined them. They had emerged from the darkness stronger, wiser, and with a renewed appreciation for the love they shared. Christine, Alex, and Justin had traversed a long and arduous road, facing their demons and confronting their mistakes head-on. Their individual growth had paved the way for a collective healing that had surpassed their wildest expectations. With the foundation of trust restored, Christine and Alex slowly began to rebuild their sisterly bond. It was a delicate dance of forgiveness and understanding, where past wounds were acknowledged but not dwelled upon. They focused on the present, cherishing the moments they had together and looking toward a future filled with love and mutual support. For Justin, the journey to redemption had been transformative. His commitment to change had paid off, as he regained the trust and respect of his spouse and child. The lessons he had learned during his journey of self-discovery would forever guide his actions, reminding him of the importance of honesty, fidelity, and cherishing the love he had. As a united front, the three characters embarked on a path of rebuilding their family unit. They sought professional help to navigate the complexities of co-parenting and rebuilding their marriage. Through counseling and open communication, they learned to address their fears and insecurities, cultivating an environment of love, trust, and support. Together, they created new traditions and memories, weaving a tapestry of love and resilience. They prioritized quality time, cherishing each moment spent together as a family. Their journey had taught them the fragility of trust and the importance of nurturing the bonds that held them together. As time passed, the characters found themselves enveloped in a newfound sense of happiness and contentment. Their experiences have forged a deep connection, rooted in the understanding of the power of forgiveness and the strength of unconditional love. They were no longer defined by their past mistakes, but by the grace and resilience with which they had overcome them. Their story served as a testament to the human capacity for growth and transformation. It showed that even in the darkest moments, redemption and healing were possible, if one had the courage to confront their shortcomings and embrace the power of love. And so, as the final pages of their tumultuous journey unfolded, the characters embraced the future with open hearts and a renewed sense of hope. They understood that their past would forever be a part of them, but it would not define their future. Together, they stepped into a new chapter, hand in hand, ready to face whatever challenges came their way, knowing that their love had weathered the storm and emerged stronger than ever before.